Afternoon, going to the pool? Thanks. So the sky is like really overcast, it's really windy, and I'm freezing. I can just imagine. That look cool. That look real cool. God. I just remembered. I forgot to get something in Pennywise.
Trauma suffered by the family of Sarah Everard could be exacerbated any further. These circumstances would do it. Human remains discovered, but in a state difficult to identify. The man being questioned over her murder, a police officer employed to protect, yet suspected of doing the very opposite. It's appalled many, and today the Prime Minister continued to search the home of the Met police officer arrested on suspicion of her murder. The man in his 40s is a member of the force's Diplomatic Protection Unit. Meanwhile, a 40-minute drive away near Ashford, a major operation continues at the site where the remains were found. Forensics teams, sniffer dogs and specialist equipment drafted in to search for clues. A private ambulance to give some dignity to this morbid process. The police clearly had very specific intelligence to lead them to this area. There's an old paintballing centre and a disused golf course. The area is thick with woodland, surrounded by narrow country lanes, and yet the police are meticulously scouring this landscape for any evidence. Today, members of the public brought flowers, even though the worst has not yet been confirmed. Strangers compelled to show that Sarah Everard and her family are in their thoughts.
This is just surreal. These are CCTV. This is CCTV footage of Andrea Barrett and Sarah Everard. The both instances are just, I don't know, different countries, but just so similar. I mean, as of now, the decomposing remains that were found have not been confirmed as of the last thing I looked at today, which is March 11th. But I am just reliving the whole emotional roller coaster that I think the people of Trinidad and Tobago felt when we found out Andrea went missing. The efforts that were made to find her, and then, holding your breath even when remains were found, still having hope until seeing the TTPS release. Wow. This is just surreal in terms of how close the timing is, in terms of the similarities that we've heard up to this point, in terms of the response. There are vigils and different things for Sarah. And even though I think the commissioner of police in Kent, correct me if I'm wrong, but she re-emphasized that crimes of this type are rare. So this is just strange, but it's sad to say in Trinidad it's common. I don't know if common is the right word. And a lot to see with the response, the at least from what we're seeing, how organized the investigation is, the amount of effort and manpower being directed. So I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. Yeah. In so-called third world countries like ours, and in even developed countries, the issues facing women are the same. Just so many similarities between this reported missing, out of character, unlike the behavior of the person. The person themselves was such a light and had so much potential and all of that. CCTV footage capturing their last moments, decomposing remains. Well, again, I'm still holding on to hope until there's confirmation of the identity of those remains, that Sarah is alive. But I don't know what drives men, because the perpetrators of the crimes and the suspects in these crimes are men. It's not to label all men, but they are men. What would drive you to do that? I don't know, like, and I think this now more than ever should just add fuel to the fire that already has been ignited in Trinidad, where the vigils and the gatherings and the petitions and efforts and energies towards that direction for change. We just need to continue until it's better. I can't even form sentences. This is just surreal. When I saw this on the BBC, it was just surreal. I was like, what? I thought I was in a dream. This was like serious deja vu. Like, serious. I just hope it's not her. I just really hope it's not her.